Everybody, welcome back to Rebirth of Night, episode 2. I forgot to check if the mic was working properly, so if it's not, I apologize. I'll check before next episode. You have my word. And, well, if you notice in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, there's a little shield with a couple lines of text, and that is, like, where your standing is with the villages, or the village you're near. I had that thing, I stole all their crops and killed one of them, and brutally hacked a man to death with an axe, and my rep was, like, negative, like, 51, but I used all the seeds and stuff I got to plant a farm here, and this is still within the range of the community, so it brought it back up a little bit, and then every mob I kill in this area gives me, like, 1 point. Plus, I replanted a bunch of their crops to kind of fix it. Ordinarily, I wouldn't really care. Ordinarily, I'd be like, you know what? Just like my current life. Hate me if you want to, because you know what? At least you're not bored. You have somebody to hate. But in this virtual world, if these guys don't like you, they decide sporadically to strike you with a sword. But now they only hit you once, and then they stop, and then they hit you again, like, in a couple of minutes, but either way, I don't want to be, like, chilling out around here, then getting, like, sword slashed, or knocked off my base. I died quite a bit. We did not have a raid yet. I don't know why. It should have happened on day 9, and that's when I was going to shoot the episode. But I was going to wait for it to start, and then do the crafting episode while it was going on to see how I could handle myself. But it never happened, so I don't know if they changed the amount of days or something with the last update. I'm not entirely sure. So, without further ado, let's get to the episode. So, I went down and I went to the mines and I was mining a crap ton, and the only thing I could really find was copper. So I do have a good bit of copper saved up here, and I think I got like 18 in here. But I didn't find very much coal, I didn't find very much iron or tin, which I have. This is what I found. So it was a little disappointing, to say the least. I played for, as you can see, I think last episode we put on day 2, now it's day 11. The game froze, but the time kept going, so an entire day or two, day and a half passed while I was waiting for it to, like, reboot. So, like, I didn't play the entire time. I think I put about maybe an hour and a half into this to make this your platform. With Vein Miner, mining simple stone isn't too difficult, and chalk doesn't change back to cobble, so I didn't have to cook it. So making this wasn't incredibly difficult. But when I was mining, I found a ravine, like you often do, and it had a chest that had some items in it, so I did get some iron stuff, and a bow, which is very good, because if something were to happen that make these guys angry at me, sometimes they spawn up here. I guess because it's within the village bounding box or whatever. So if they spawn up here, I mean, if they get close to the edge, I'll just shoot them, they fall off, and I don't take any repercussions, because they die from fall damage, not me killing them. So, and I tested this theory on several men. But, yeah, so, let's get to this. I need to get into better with mods to do a ridiculous amount of stuff. But the thing holding me back is I have nothing to give rotational energy, and the hand crank is really, really annoying. So I'm gonna try to, like, skip through that if I can. So if you go through better with mods, you see I have some stuff picked up here that I need. I have to make these wind sails, and the wind sails are made with 6 durable cloths. So I need 24 durable cloths, and each durable cloth is made with 9 durable fibers. So I need 180, 216 durable fibers, and 2 hemp make 4. So I need, like, 108 hemp to be able to do this, in which if I do the grindstone, I get the 4 durable fibers and a bunch of other stuff, but I have to sit and hand crank the whole thing, so, I mean, This makes it half as much, but I think I'm actually at a good point in which I could just farm it from here. I do have a whole field and a half of hemp growing in the village that I periodically go over and harvest, so that should take care of that. But right now, what we got to do is we got to set up some sort of food system. Um, Once I get the millstone, I can grind the wheat to bread, and then make set up something for like peanut butter and jelly, like I did in the last iteration of this that got deleted. So a peanut butter and jelly farm works out fairly good. We already got sugar, we already got bread. All I really need is some sort of nut, that probably peanuts because they plant on the ground instead of having a tree, because the trees are a little bit more difficult. And I need some sort of fruit, pretty much any fruit, but once again, one that grows on the ground, so preferably a berry, probably. So I'll have to find those at some point. I had a very difficult time finding coal. Coal was like I just couldn't find any. But I did find somebody that was hoarding a bunch of it. So I managed to get a little over a stack, and we might go pay him a visit as a grand finale to this second episode. We might not. I don't wanna get anyone's hopes up, but it will be. It is a possibility. I thought I could do a pot out of copper. I hope they didn't take that out. Because if I can get a pot, I can make stock and vegetable soup. Okay, so it's a stick and four like this. I still didn't change my mouse. I got the batteries, but I still didn't change my mouse. So that's that's going to be a bit of a problem. But now I can go and dig out all the different vegetables I got. Here's some potatoes. I don't know if mustard seed will work, but it might. We'll see. And this will make us a semi more acceptable food source. But I'm not sure what if these can do anything. See, I would have thought I would have been able to grindstone them into acorn flour. That would have been something I would imagine I could have been able to do, but this mod doesn't allow it, so yeah. Instead, we can use them for dried plant fibers. So we're going to get to that. I think we could do seed soup too, which would be another good thing to make. So I think we're going to actually make seed soup out of all of this. So let's go ahead and do one pot and a bunch of potatoes, and that gives us a bunch of stock. And then the mustard seed, I don't think will work. I think it's going to give us mustard. Okay, it doesn't give us anything, but that's okay. Now we can take this. I don't know if is it like this, maybe? Okay, so it's only one per one. Okay, that's really good. And that'll make a seed soup. So that will be a temporary food source for right now. That's going to be way better because then I get to use the seeds as food instead of just stockpiling up a ton of them. The hemp fibers, on the other hand, or the hemp seeds, you cannot use for anything but hemp oil, and the hemp oil I don't think is used for anything. So I mean, there's no real point to it. I'll probably end up changing out all the crops in in the village to hemp because I'll have that many seeds, and it'll do me better. This is not how I make a drawing rack. It'll do me better to have a bunch of hemp over there than actual food. Ladders, huh? What did they change that? I feel like they changed that. Just do this, and then 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3, and bam. So then we got 3 of these drying racks, and I will be doing something a little bit more immaculate with this here platform at some point. But for right now, we got the bare essentials. I do want to do greenhouse glass, but I don't think I'm going to do it to the extent of which I did it last time. I think it would be... Oh, I thought that fell off the edge. Just gonna be like, no! But, we'll see. I actually spent probably 4 Minecraft days trying to gather up cyan dye to make a bunch of greenhouse glass, and I don't think I'm going to do that. The thing about greenhouse glass, it allows everything to grow year-round, and that's like a really good thing, but I don't know if I want to go through that much trouble. I don't know if there's anything else that was particularly important to talk about right now. I think that pretty much covers everything of most importance. So let's see. I'm not wearing armor. I took it off because I kept dying, and I got attacked by one of those there. Another thing I did to make the village mad at me. I got attacked by one of those there flying monster things, and I kind of lured it to the village, and then doubled back, so it would attack the villagers instead of me, so I could actually build. I guess they took care of it, or it despawned. I don't really know. I'd say I felt bad, but I really kind of don't. I didn't have the means of killing it, and their nation had the means to kill it, so it kind of worked out for me and them. They got to train their men with real life combat, which honestly should have been considered me helping them, because real world experience is invaluable. Anyone can train to fight, but if you don't actually fight, you're never actually prepared. Trust me, I know from experience. Now, I think we're gonna eat some roots, and I think we're going to try to make the furnace. And we might go and demolish a bunch of trees. I don't know how much wood I have left, but I'm going to need something for fuel. So let's see, what does it take to make the furnace? It's not let's just click this guy. I think it's in here. I think it takes a furnace, yeah. Okay, so I need an actual brick, masonry bricks, and a furnace. So we can do that. I don't know if the chalk doesn't turn into bricks. But I know that for a fact. So we're gonna have to cook up a bunch of this stuff, which is fine. And I was gonna do it anyway. So we grab a. Guess we'll just do a whole stack. Guess I'll need stone for very many things. Now we need those bricks, and to make those masonry bricks, you just do this and this, and it makes regular cobble. Oh, it has to be actual stone. Oh, that's kind of a bummer. I wonder if I have any of those rocks put back. I know I got some. I may have got some, or I may just let them lay. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't think I got any. No, I'm gonna say that's a big old negatory. Alright. So we're gonna have to wait for this to cook up. What else did I want to make? We got the drying racks. We're gonna get into the furnace here in a bit. I don't have any leather. I want to make the grindstone and stuff, but until I have enough windmill stuff, it's not really gonna do anything for me. Plus, I need more stone. So that's gonna be a bit of a thing I have to do. Let's see. I know there's some other things I want to do. I'm not sure what all I have the materials for. Any of the Better with Mod stuff, I'm not going to be able to get into too much without having the windmill. So, not gonna spend too much time on that, thinking like, oh, we could do this, we could do that, because trust me, we can't really do anything at the moment. So, I want to make a weapon, but I'm trying to think of what I want to make it out of. I do have some iron, in which might be a good idea. And I'm not sure if we increased the difficulty level yet. If I got a full set of iron in my chest, it'll probably increase the difficulty level. And I want to make storage, but I'm not sure what I want to use for that either. I'm thinking cabinets. They're like chests, but they stand upright. I used them in a Sky Factory for the bonsai pots, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But they're basically a chest that stands upright. So, and they can go right next to each other. They're pretty cool. Okay, so we're gonna do a bee box, so I can start getting honey, and we're gonna make a weapon. So let's go ahead and do that while we're waiting for that to cook up. So I have one queen bee. I have these guys. Now I need planks, I think. I think they're planks, not slabs. If they're slabs, we might have a bit of a trouble. If they're the paneling slabs from Better with Mods, but I don't think they are. What else do we need? All these fossils, they're only used to be turned into bone meal, so I will be doing that because they're just taking up space. But I'm going to worry about that once I actually get a setup for storage. So let's go with the iron. We're going to make an iron weapon. So I got iron boots and an iron helmet. Iron. Okay, so I don't have the iron chest plate yet, so it shouldn't have upped the difficulty yet. And I want to do, I think when it comes time, I want to do bronze. Because I'll have more bronze than iron, and iron's used for a lot of things, and bronze is, well, used for a lot less things. So it'll be in my best interest. Plus, from the last playthrough I did, bronze gives you absorption I think, every 6 minutes. It gives you 2 hearts of absorption as its bonus, so that's pretty exciting. So, do I have actual wool? I thought I had wool. So if I have a piece of wool, that'd be much better. I do. Alright. So let's do that instead of wasting the string at the moment. Sooner or later, we will have more string that we'll know what to do with. But for right now, this is a much better option, because this will give us 4 for 1 piece of wool, which would be the same in the long run if it was the string, but it's just smarter this way. So I think because the thing we're going to go fight is unarmored. I think I want a quick, powerful weapon. So I think I'm going to go with the rapier, the French sword. It's very quick. It has low damage, but it makes up for it in speed. And it does unarmed. It has an unarmed damage bonus of like 200%. So when I'm fighting this guy, it should do a lot more damage, and we're going to need that. So let's go ahead and make this. Yeah, it takes 4 pieces of iron, but at least we'll have a weapon. And yes, I know I have the sword, but I got that from killing a haunted weapon. So, I mean, this is the first one we're actually making, and this is going to be better than the arming sword in the long run. I'll use the arming sword against other mobs that I don't care about the durability, and I'll use this for, the good one. So come on, one more. Give me an even number. And shabam. Alright, so let's go ahead and make a furnace. And it flashed 2, and I was like, no, I don't want 2. But, it's whatever. We got bricks. And now we need, I think, 4? Well, 8 total. Aw, you piece of garbage. Like I said, one day, I'll stop being lazy, and I'll get my mouse. Now, there's a brick version of this, and I'm gonna make it, but I'm really not sure what the advantage is of having it. So let's just plop this guy down right here, and let's grab some clay. I think this thing will do half a stack at a time. So we're gonna We're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, it does 12 at a time. That's okay. Now for flint and steel, I think the only real option I have is a bow drill. So we're going to go ahead and use that string anyway. I might kick myself later for it, but it's alright. I know I have a bow, but I got that from a skeleton. And I want to save it because, you know, it was hard work killing that skeleton. Now I wonder if I can if I can do this with sticks. So if I can do this with sticks, I don't have to waste, yeah, it does half a stack of sticks, okay. So I don't have to waste all the coal I got. Okay, so that's going to take about 10 seconds, bottom left-hand corner, you can see that. So I got 2 minutes of burn time, and, you know, it's going to take, you know, matter of seconds to finish that off. So let's empty out some of the inventory stuff. I don't need all this cobble, after all. I thought I might, but I don't. And let's get this, and we'll do one more set, and that should give us enough to upgrade this to the next level. So let's get rid of that. Let's just wait a second, and shebang. Alright, so I'm going to get this guy. And what is this called? A kiln. Okay, so if we go kiln, we can do the upgraded brick version. And like I said, I'm still not completely certain what this does, like if it makes it any better. But I mean, when it comes down to it, we'll probably end up having more bricks than we know what to do with. So we might as well go ahead and upgrade. Okay, so now we have that out of the way. Let's go ahead and make our bee box. Let's see. Bee home nest, maybe? Apiary? Is that what they call them? Apiary? That's it. Okay. Okay, and they're planks. So we can make 2 of these. Because I have the item frames, but we're only going to do 1 because I only have 1 bee right now. And we are going to set this guy right here for now. We can change that later. And now this guy will produce wax and honey, and which is fantastic because once I get the millstone, wax can be used as fuel for the furnace. Now, it looks like it's nighttime, so I'm going to hop in bed. We're going to grab our armor, and I think we're going to finish off this episode by visiting our little buddy and seeing if we can beat him. I think we're going to die, but, you know, I'm prepared for that consequence, I suppose. So let's just unload everything we don't need, because death is pretty much imminent. Okay, so I want the iron helmet, the iron boots, the chainmail. Let's take this one. Let's take the ones that have a durability hit already. It's just going to be a better idea. And this does have masterful, so it adds luck and armor. This decreases speed. This doesn't have anything. Let's go with that then. Okay, so go bam. Get rid of this leather helmet. And it looks like we are in business. Now, I got this little punchy guy. I got it from, I think it dropped from a mob, because I don't think I got it from the chest. It already has a really, really bad durability rating, so I'm pretty sure it dropped from a mob. Oh yeah, there was a haunted one floating around. There's a floating boxing glove, and I took it out, and it gave me that, so that was kind of exciting. Oh geez, you've got to be kidding me. You know what? You know what? I deserve that. I I freaking deserved it. There goes that durability that I was just complaining about. Oh well, let's go. That's a warm-up for what's to come. So we'll go finale off this episode. I know this was a pretty short one, and it was a lot of talking, but I'm still learning things, and I don't want to, like, skimp out on some of the details. If anyone else is watching this for... I know a lot of times when I watch somebody else, it isn't particularly for entertainment. It's to find out what I need to do or what I'm doing wrong to make things better. And, like, if I get stuck on something, like, sometimes I watch people just for entertainment, but I've been minimizing. I thought I just fell in a hole. Like, no. I've been minimizing that a good bit because, well, being completely honest, people have been getting less and less entertaining. Some of the people that I watch are just, I don't know, they just ain't that exciting anymore, I guess. Maybe it's just getting old. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't particularly want to talk bad about anybody, but I should have brought a pickaxe, but let's see if we can kill this guy. So here is our buddy here. See, he's got all the coal, and we need that. So let's see if we can take him out. He's got a lot of health. Oh, this was anticlimactic. I was expecting him to, like, break blocks and throw stuff. I know he can, well, he's down to half. I know he can pick you up and eat you. I know that's a thing. I hope he drops the Cyclops head, because it's used for a couple modded recipes. And it'll be a good thing to have. Yeah, take that, Cyclops. That might even increase our difficulty, just for beating him, because I think he's considered a boss. But I'm not too upset about it. What I am upset about is he didn't drop his skull, so that's kind of upsetting. The good news is I can come back and take all this gold at some point. And manuscripts are something that are fantastic. So that was kind of sad, to be honest. I was expecting to die. I was expecting to have to actually move around and fight. But apparently that is not the case. But I will welcome all the free wool. So I don't know if you guys know anything about mythology, but the Psalm of Odysseus, or Odysseus's journey, or whatever it's called, he goes and fights the Cyclops, and the Cyclops, you know, primarily eats sheep, and, like, he sharpens a spear and stabs him in the eye, blinds him, saving most of his men. You know, the whole spiel. But he's from it's a Greek mythology thing, in which I think a fairly large number of the beasts from Fire and Ice are from, I want to say Greek mythology, but there might be some from other mythology, like that flying serpent I thought was a basilisk, but it turns out that it is not, in which it might be modeled after one, but it's called something different. So, you know, I don't really know what it technically is, so I can't really talk too much about it, because I mean, I do like Greek mythology, and I did watch a few different movies, but I've only ever read one book, aside from what was assigned in school, because I don't do a lot of reading. And it just intrigued me. There's a lot of things in life that, if I read it, and I don't find it entertaining, or you know, it doesn't pique my interest, it, like, goes in one ear and out the other. So it's like, I'll read a book on I don't know, nuclear physicism, physiology, and like it'll go. I'll read it and I'll just like forget everything about it. But if I read a book on Greek mythology, and yeah, I'm not gonna say I remember everything about it, but a lot more of the stuff sinks in because I actually find it somewhat entertaining. But that was disappointing. What are we gonna do now? Let's make the lectern and make the bestiary book for Fire and Ice. Seeing that I got all these manuscripts, it should be a good thing to do. Let's see. Lectern is it called? Is this from Fire and Ice? I don't know how to tell if it's from Fire or Ice or not. Let's actually go. Uh, Fire. Yeah, that's the right one. So I need a book and 2 planks, which I should have books from the village. So if we go to, yep, there it is. Do that, and then I gotta figure out how to make the actual book itself, and then I think we will call this quits for this episode. And I think I'm just going to, I don't know, rest up. Got a journey to take tomorrow. I'm not particularly happy about. I'm indifferent. I mean, I gotta go, and I'm picking up stuff for the grandmother, of course, and she wants me to pick up like 20 boxes of tissues, and I take the bus, and it's not that they're heavy, it's just bulky. So I'm not sure. I'm probably not going to pick up 20 boxes of tissues. Probably going to pick up like 10 boxes of tissues. Um, she has a habit of wanting to stock up on everything. So, yeah. Okay. This is different. So they updated this in Fire and Ice. It used to be that you just get the manuscripts and you plug them in here, and each one you put in adds a page to the book. This now you choose what you want. So I got 30 of them, and I could really care less because all this stuff is Googleable. So we might as well just get that many. So I'm not sure how many there is, but now we have this bestiary, and it has a lot of different stuff. This is what I want to look for. These are some creepy bugs. You find them in deserts and jungles, and you can make armor out of their scales. And I don't need the armor. I can't even really say that I particularly want the. I do no. That's exactly what it is. I want the armor. I don't need the armor. I don't think it's particularly good, but I want it. And it gives you the buff dedicated worker, and I'm not sure what that means exactly. Like, now you guys can laugh, like, oh, he doesn't know what dedicated worker, he doesn't know what dedicated work means, but no, I mean, like, I don't know what the buff is, so I kind of want to find out, because this is an RL craft. This was one of the armors I kind of used for a while, and I really kind of liked it. And I'm also kind of curious if the 2 armor sets, because they both have dedicated worker, if I had 2 pieces of this and 2 pieces of this, if it would still give me the buff. So I think we're going to see about finding this for an adventure episode, and that'll probably be next episode. Maybe we'll go on an adventure. I don't really know. This episode is over. I'm done. Um, I think I'm probably going to set up better with mods, and then I'll just like explain it rather than do it on camera. Because one thing about me with the better with mods setup is it's not that I don't know what I'm doing. It's just that I it takes me a while to get things exactly the way I want them. So like I'll place everything and then have to mine it up and replace it and mine it up and replace it and mine it up and replace it 100 times until I get it exactly the way I want it. And you guys don't want to sit through that. At least I wouldn't want to sit through that. So why would you? So I'm thinking this one's going to be the farm. I'm going to work on greenhouse glass eventually. This one's going to be the storage platform. That one's going to be better with mods. And this one's going to be like the central hub for like little odds and ends. I think that's kind of kind of a halfway decent idea of the layout of this. Now, yeah, I think I'll do better with mods and storage off camera. Because, like I said, you guys don't want to sit through that. The storage method, I'm probably going with pretty much all cabinets, which I'm probably going to go on an adventure to find a different kind of wood, because these can come in, they do come in different colors wood, right? They did. I don't know, maybe they don't. So if they're all the same type, no matter what, then I guess I won't do different kinds, but we'll see. I know the chests had, yeah, the chests have variants. Oh, that's kind of sad. The cabinets did have variants, because, on my last playthrough, but there was an update since then, so maybe not. Either way, thanks for watching, guys. I hope this was an exciting, representation of the Rebirth of Night mod pack. I know it was probably a little bit on the boring side, because, well, that Cyclops didn't eat my face off, but, it's cool. I get to live another day, and, I'm sure something will kill me in the future that you guys can watch and laugh at. So, thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys next time.